What is up, everyone? I will get some stuff adjusted and we will go live with our show this week. This week we are covering economic development and rumor control items. So y'all bear with me if I have technical errors, but we wanted to make sure that you guys get a show because it's been a couple of weeks with I didn't have a voice and then just other craziness happening. But I hope everyone's having a really good day. As always, feel free to put your questions in the comments or anytime, today, any day, really. Message us on our Facebook page and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Morning, Jonathan. So I'll go ahead and get started. We like to start off every show with our city resources. So it's a really quick recap for anything that you could need or want city related. So our first website is our city website, which is weatherfordtx.gov. You guys check it out. That's your one-stop shop for all things Weatherford. You can see live meetings, pay your utility bills, pay your court fees, see pets up for adoption, see lost pets that have been collected. The list literally could probably go on forever. Of course, we also have our city run tourism website, which is experienceweatherford.com. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a slide or two. And then we have our economic development website, which is chooseweatherford.com. So that's for businesses and companies wanting to come here. And we do believe they should come here, increase that quality of life and available jobs here in our growing city and county. And then, of course, we also have our downtown website, which is heritagesquareweatherford.com. You guys, check it out. That's a great project that as it's moving forward, that website will be updated more and more. Morning, Scott. Of course, I also just realized I still have that scroll, so just a second, guys. Should go in a second. Okay. Of course, we are on all major social media. You guys let me know if the sound drops off at any point because it's really weird for me today. All major social media. So on Facebook, we are at Weatherford, Texas. On Instagram, we are City of Weatherford. On Twitter, we are City Weatherford. On YouTube, we are Weatherford. And on Nextdoor, we are an agency as City of Weatherford. You do have to follow us to see those updates, and we cannot interact within the different neighborhoods. So you guys always feel free to shoot us a message on any of our social media, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And then that will take us to our next slide, which is My Weatherford. So that is our free mobile app. That is our 311 or service request app. You can put in service requests and you can see other nearby ones. You can also click on them to add pictures. So if you see a pothole, if you see a downed tree line, a missing stop sign, you can always add pictures, put in those tickets. You can do it anonymously. It is free on the Apple Store, on the Apple App Store, and on Google Play. So check it out. It's a really great thing. You can also pay tickets, pay bills, watch meetings, the list. I mean, it's literally our website in a little bit more mobile friendly of a way, but our website is also still accessible through any browser on your phone. that takes us into Weatherford Eats, which pulls in from Experience Weatherford. So this is something really unique to the city of Weatherford. A lot of cities have a CBV. I'm going to mess that up. So hopefully the ladies from the chambers are watching. We love our ladies at the Weatherford Chamber. They do a great job of supporting the different businesses here and bringing people into town, especially with stuff like the Peach Festival. But we also have Weatherford Eats, which ties into Experience Weatherford. So it's any business in town in our city limits can list themselves, but you can also list events that are going on in town. And then Weatherford Eats directly pulls from that. We actually switched our Experience Weatherford app over to Weatherford Eats at the start of COVID last year. So what's really cool is I live in town and I work here. So there's times where, you want to go out to eat or something, but you want to try something different. You can filter out by types of food. You can filter out by whether they have delivery or curbside. It's really cool. And it's great because businesses get to update their own information on there. So you guys check that out. Again, it's a free app that already exists. You might as well utilize it. And then just another, I know we've talked about it before, but I wanted to do another quick reminder that if you're looking to host your own event in Weatherford, we moved our special event permitting process. It's been revamped. It's a lot more user-friendly, and I will share a link for it in a second as soon as I find that link. And you can do it all online. It makes it super easy, super quick to fill out that event permit and to learn more about how to get your special event permit as well. So check it out. That's a really good job to our parks department there for keeping that updated. And then our library wanted to remind everyone that the reading challenge kicked off on June 1st and it goes until August 6th. There's a ton of information on our public library's website. I know we've shared it on the city page and the library has shared it on their Facebook page. Check it out. That's just something really cool, especially on days like today where the ozone level is higher and it's hotter. People might not want to be outside as much. And if you are outside, make sure you stay hydrated and you get some rest too. But check out the Summer Reading Challenge. They always have some really great prizes and stuff for participating. And I think it's a really cool thing that our library offers. And then another reminder that we have the Peach Festival coming up, again, put on by our chamber ladies, and I think they do an excellent job at it. And this year, it's on July 10th. It's always the second Saturday in July. Check it out, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They have expanded the footprint, but they are not losing any vendors, so we're able to space it out a little bit more due to COVID. Shirts should be available now if they're not already. I know the chamber already had hats in for it. Guys, check it out. Also, if you are a local business or organization, we are doing the Peach Week again, so you guys can come up with your own way to participate. You'll be able to list that on Experience Weatherford and on the chamber's website to help everyone get to have their own spin on celebrating the Peach Festival here in Weatherford. Of course, I also wanted to do another really quick reminder of our Weatherford Electric and Water Utility Customer Portal is available to anyone who has a utility account with us. You can learn more on our website. We also have links over to the website where you can actually see your account. You can track usage. You can track and compare month to month. And it's updated on a 24-hour basis. So that's pretty cool for you guys to see your usage in action as it goes on. And then now we have our first rumor control. No Sam's Club at this time, but this is usually where we kind of talk about with rumor control. If you are a fan of a specific business and you want to see them come to town, the best thing you can do is reach out as a consumer and tell them that there's a want and a need, and then they can get with either development and neighborhood services or economic development to come here. Of course, we're always looking for businesses and ways to improve that quality of life here, but the number one thing you can do is reach out and tell them that there's a want and a need. And we try to cover as many rumor control items as we can. I'm kind of running low on the list, so you guys send me what you guys are hearing is coming to town. I'm trying to keep up, but I just continuously, I think, see the same ones over and over. So no Sam's at this time. We'd love to see him come here, just not in the cards right now. Okay, so then economic development, guys. Weatherford has a primary trade area of 190,000, and that's people who are coming 3 to 5 times a week. shopping, working, doing stuff in town. And our secondary trade area is 360,000, and that's 1 to 2 times a week or a couple of times a month. So the first map I have is that 190,000 population. So that 3 to 5 times a week, you can see it goes as far north as a little bit above Poolville, and we go right up to the loop and then out towards like Lone Camp and Santo, and then we go down a little bit into Hood County, Crescent area. And that's our primary trade. So those are people that are here 3 to 5 times a week. And this is tracked through cell phone, GPS units, cars, anything that has a GPS in it. There's companies out there always gathering information as to where everyone is. And so we actually have a company that we pay that tells us who all has been in our zone and how many people visit. So that's kind of cool for us to be able to see the wants and needs of people in our community and like what businesses would best suit them. And then our secondary trade area, this is our 360,000 population, shopping 1 to 2 times a week or a couple of times per month. It obviously is a little bit larger, so we actually go up towards Graham. We go inside the loop, down towards Stephenville, and then out past Cisco and Harpersville. So this map gets updated when we get updated information, but this is our most current on our primary and secondary trade areas. And then we have rumor control. No babes at this time. We'd love to see them come here, but no babes at this time. It's not in the cards unless someone wants to reach out and they want to come here. We'd love to hear from them or any other business. No babes at this time. And then, guys, like I said, feel free. I know we just got a message in on Facebook, so feel free to message or comment any questions you have. So on our applications and permits for ongoing projects and permits too, Fort Worth Lighting and Hardware, which is going to be at 1810 South Main. They are working, they got their tenant improvement issued. They are doing their different improvements to their building. We should see them going in fairly soon. Katie's Car Wash at 306 West I-20 had their commercial permit issued. However, I know that I saw and one of our firemen actually pointed it out too, a billboard that had a different name for that location. So I will find out if they have changed their name or maybe they just are under the umbrella of another company for Katie's Car Wash, but I will find out more. Home Goods at 146 East I-20, their tenant improvement has been issued, so we should see them coming in. Lachelle, it's funny you say that right as I got to it. I do not personally know. I know that they had their improvement issued, but I also know that they have a lot of stuff to do to the building that they're going into. So we will let you know as soon as I hear anything or as soon as Development Neighborhood Services hear anything, we will update you guys. I know a lot of people are eagerly waiting them. UPS store over at 325 Adams Drive, they also had their tenant improvement issued. And then Major Perk Coffee House, which is going in on the north side of town, guys. That's over at 1301 Oliver Street, which is close to Cartwright Park, guys. They have their commercial permit is pending. I know that they have a lot going on there with TxDOT and some other improvements and stuff, but we're excited to see some more coffee shops popping up around town. Outlaws Barbecue, which is going in at 3101 Ranger Highway, also had their tenant improvement pending right now. As far as tenant improvement tenant improvements that have been issued, we have that at Rule the Roost at 235 East I-20, and then 1893 on Lee and 109 East Lee Avenue have also had their tenant improvement issued, as has Beauty and Grace Salon at 216 York Avenue. Then Benchmark Signs over at 1822 Barnett Drive, they have their tenant improvement is currently pending right now. You're welcome. Absolutely. We're excited to have a new chicken place in town. We're always good to see new businesses come in. And then we also have Santa Fe Nutrition and Energy at 1704 Santa Fe Drive. They're going in Suite 300 there. They have their revised occupancy request is currently pending right now. And then I know I have botched this name before, so you guys just bear with me. But Elania, I know you told me how to say it one time. That's my bad. Aesthetics over at 1510 Santa Fe Drive. They're going in Suite 300. They had their revised occupancy request approved, so you should see quite a bit of movement happening there. Bamboo Garden at 302 South Main, which is where Politos used to be, guys. They have their tenant improvement permit is pending right now, but I have seen some like action happening there, so we're kind of excited to see that Chinese place come in. And then You Break It, I Fix It at 1962 South Main Street also had their tenant improvement permit is pending right now as of when I got these updates yesterday afternoon. Bronzed Bells, I messed that up. Y'all bear with me. Bronze Bells Spray Tan Salon at 169 College Park Drive also has had their revised occupancy request approved. So they will start to move forward there with their updates and their progress moving into that location. And then Next Gen Air at 2109 Clear Lake Drive, Suite 4. They are currently with their revised occupancy request pending. So we'll see some movement there. Apartments behind Hobby Lobby. They should be moving people in pretty soon, Jennifer, from what I have heard. I don't really know what's going on their end. We kind of, so from a city standpoint, people apply for permits and we just make sure stuff is up to code and safe and follows like state and local regulations. I know Blake usually talks about it. We do not, as a city, tell businesses where they have to go. We just zone certain lots we zone the lots of land, whether they're commercial or residential. So as long as they're in a certain phase, there's certain phases, I guess I should say, not as long as they're in. There are certain phases during the permitting and ongoing projects phase where we don't hear from them until they have the next steps completed or until they have all their paperwork in. So there's times where some projects will be stuck in a phase for a while and it's us waiting on getting stuff from them. They might be waiting on it from their architecture or their designer or whatever phase, depending on the business and the specific project. There's times where we don't get updates on that. I'm not really sure. I did hear some people were starting to move in there. I will ask and find out if anyone at DNS knows, though, Jennifer. And then moving on, our current non-residential projects. I will try to get an updated map next time, guys, so that way we're not too far out. But this one has not seen that many changes in the last month. So this is anything that is not a housing addition, apartments, or anything. And you can see the list. And I know it's really hard to see here, but we also have these listed on our website where you can blow up the PDF or the image that we have, because we have both options on there to see more. But you can see that like number 1 is the Dawson edition, and then number 2 is store or house storage. So we kind of have like how big they are, where they're at and their status, and then the anticipated year of their completion if we have that already. And we still have some of the completed things on there. As you can see, Beef Masters is completed and it's on there, and Smoothie King is. So some of those, it'll show some of the completed projects as well. And then our current residential projects, so this is like where people are going to live. You can see it's really easy when you're driving around town to not notice changes and stuff happening. But when you pull up these maps, you see how much is actually going in and around town. So this map is also available on our website under engineering, but also under DNS or Development Neighborhood Services under their projects, where they update all the projects too. This is there too. So you can see whether it's a single family, multifamily, apartments. You can see the ETJ limits and the city limits. And then it breaks it down by project type, how big it is, number of lots. It has a lot of information on there for anyone who's curious. And then I think this is our last one, but rumor control. Guys, no Chewies at this time. Again, if you want to see them come here, feel free to reach out to them and let them know. I probably already said it like 20 times a show, but we'd love to see new businesses come. Also, if you guys have any businesses that you hear about in rumor control, let me know and I'll look into it to see if they're really coming or not, or maybe add them into the rumor control. I know we've had some people do that before in the past. And then, so this is what I was talking about with DNS, and I'll pull up the tab, or I'll share the link in a second. So they update the different projects, our development and neighborhood services department does. So they're doing a great job at it. So under planning division, they're actually updating the projects as we go along. So you can see the recently approved, under construction, and subdivisions. And then at the bottom of that page, they have the residential there for you guys. Thanks, Muriel. There's the link for you guys to where the development projects are. So it'll be more updated than the screen grab I have here on the slideshow. But last time I checked, they're updating it multiple times a week. So if you're curious about any of those projects, check out that link I just shared. And then I think that takes us to the end of the show. So if anyone has any questions, as always, feel free to message us on social media. I get back to you guys as soon as I see those come in. You can always reach us in our offices, which all of our information is on the website as well. Of course, social media. And then next week, we will have department and project updates, as well as city council next Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. You guys check it out, and we will try to keep you guys updated as we learn more about the ERCOT stuff. And we've got some other big projects I'm kind of excited to let you guys know about, both on the show and in our post coming up. So make sure you're following us on our Facebook page, so that way you can stay apprised of all things Weatherford. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Tuesday.